Welcome to Daily Dose. My name is Robert. It's my pal Susan, and we are back, talking about a new era, I think, of Day One. And for those who don't know the Day One program, please take a look at our website. Go to yesandexercise.org, click on Day One, and you'll see this storytelling program as it's emerged and evolved. We have something coming up, a reunion in a few weeks. Just over a week. Tell me about the purpose as someone who's been through a couple versions of this program and now is mentoring. What's the purpose of a reunion at this point, you think?
Cross-pollination. There's this uh, totally different thing we did the first time with the Star Wars motif. And some of us who did that did the prison motif, but most of us didn't. And the evolution is huge, all in a good way. We don't need to be 27 weeks anymore. We have this version of 16 weeks now, and some of us don't know each other. And this program changed our lives. And I think that, as I said, the cross pollination, the opportunity to discover, you know what I did this morning in my mentoring session with one of the people who felt like she was troubling us or worrying us if she told too many heavy details. And for people to understand, oh my gosh, there's other people out there having these aha moments and these, yeah, this is a very unusual, special program.
You're right. I think that last point you made is really important. That Diane has this wonderful statement. I don't know if you've heard it before, and I think she got it from somebody. She just uses these things well. That your mess is your message. I don't know if you've heard that
I
before.
have not, no.
Very nice, and it's very, again, she's a wonderful, to the point communicator, and that place of courage we can step into that I think most people fear is, will anyone care about my fears, my anguish, my whatever? That not only will people care in the groups that we develop, you can in fact help them by allowing that level of vulnerability and courage.
And saying me too. I mean, just that moment is sometimes astonishing to people to realize what they're experiencing is they're not alone.
Well, it's part of the Parkinson's prison to feel like you are alone, that self-made isolation, like nobody knows what this feels like. This is too bad, too embarrassing, too frustrating, too shameful, too whatever it is. I mean, and your doctor certainly, for the most part, doesn't know either. He or she or they know it from a clinical standpoint, most likely, but to me, the most honest ones will admit they don't know, because of the individual manifestation of Parkinson's, what it is you're actually dealing with, especially on the psychosocial level. And I think that's the importance of those going through it, coming together and having a place to decompress this.
And a reunion is, it feels like fun, right? It's designed with an uplifting uh, intention. And I think the depth of the experience that each of us had will come out.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, I'm picturing a party, Robert, with all of us in one room, which it's not. It's a Zoom room, but that's how much it means to me. The idea that I get to see some of these people again, and maybe to get to know better some of the people that I don't know as much because we weren't in the same class.
Well, it's so important too when you mentioned the first cohort, for instance, and I'm of course writing a book on this right now too, is recognizing how much we all didn't know. We laughingly admitted to building the plane or watching the plane be built as it was in the air, and that's become further and further apparent the farther we've gone, in terms of how to use these techniques, how to use the room, as it were, how to encourage people to get the things that they don't even know they need. And that's what the room does. It allows that. And we're going to run out of time right now, but one thing I want to talk about going into our next room, tease us out, is to say, people talk about end results, kind of the so what. I think that's a big part of our discovery, and we'll talk about that in the next episode. What do we get out of this?
Yeah.
Right. See you on the next dose.